Hey, what's up, guys? This is Ned. I'm here with COED, and we're here with Scump, who has been called the greatest online and offline gamer today.
Oh, I'll take that.
As you should. That's
I'll take that.
That's what
That's
you're
good.
looking towards.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who don't know, Scump is a member of Team OpTic, which are right now the best COD team on the planet. And you have got some really exciting stuff coming up this summer. They've got a book coming out later on this week, OpTic Gaming, which talks about, what would you say?
It talks about everybody's different point of views from the come up to where we're at now and what we're sort of doing now. So it just gives you a really good, broad spectrum of what's going on, what went on years ago to build OpTic to what it is today, and what's going on, in present day. So it's just really like an autobiography of all the people that have made and built OpTic to what it is today.
Awesome. So would you say that this is like a thing that anyone who enjoys playing video games can read, or is it mostly for like e-gamers? Or just anyone who's interested in the...
Anyone that's interested in, eSports, making eSports a career, you can sort of see the steps that we all took. People that just want to read about what OpTic Gaming is, what it is, or what it has become. And sort of, like I said, the steps to becoming, a professional gamer, a content producer, a team owner. There's just different point of views from so many different people that have gone different paths in OpTic. So it's really cool to see how everyone has got to where they are.
So you come from an interesting background in that your dad was a professional baseball player. How did his... Was he like... So like my parents, they didn't enjoy seeing me play video games all the time. I think any parent would not want to see their kid doing that all the time.
Yeah.
What was his kind of like evolution, I would say, in terms of like seeing you playing games and then you turning it into something that is successful?
Okay, so I'll take you guys down the full path. So I remember it like it was yesterday. I'll always remember this moment because this was like when I first told him. My dad and I would go to the gym 5 days a week, obviously trying to train for football and all the other sports that I was playing, baseball.
Where are you from?
Pennsylvania.
Where in PA?
Harrisburg.
Harrisburg, okay.
So I told him in the car after my workout, because I couldn't tell him before. I was like, I can't ruin the whole vibe of the workout because I still wanted to live.
He's gonna stack extra plates.
Yeah, exactly. He was gonna just absolutely destroy me. But so I told him afterwards, I was like, listen, I don't want to play sports anymore. This was actually after I recently had gotten injured at practice. I popped my elbow out. So, I mean, it didn't hurt. That wasn't the reason why I stopped playing. That was just like my moment to tell him that I didn't want to play because I obviously had off time to recover and get better. So I told him, and he was, he was actually really supportive right from the start.
Nice.
He said, I'm not going to force you to play sports. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be that kind of parent. Do what you want to do and do whatever makes you happy. So my dad was actually really, really cool about it. And, people probably wouldn't think that because he was a professional baseball player. You'd think he would want me to follow that path and try to become a professional, either football player, baseball player, whatever. So he was really cool about it. And now he's my biggest fan alongside my mom. They're my two biggest supporters. So I'm very fortunate to have them, on my side. And they were both very, they were just they weren't sure about it at first, but now they definitely came around.
Well, the sport is like still evolving, and so like nowadays, like parents would have heard about it a lot more. So were you always like the best gamer among your friends? Like were you always just like killing it?
Yeah, and it's actually funny you bring that up because my brother is 7 years older than me, so I always sort of took his Xbox and his gear. So my mom would get it for him, but I would be the one playing on it the majority of the time. And I would actually play with his friends because my friends hadn't been playing yet. We were like 10 and they were all in high school. So I would play with his friends on Halo, and they would always give me the sniper. So they would be like, give Seth the sniper. And I'm like this 10-year-old kid just ripping heads off of people.
And that was the evolution of your thumb skills.
Yeah. I've been playing, since I was real small. So.
Nice. Awesome. So you guys have a big summer coming up. In addition to some tournaments that I'm sure you guys are doing, you guys also have a road tour coming up. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
So this summer we have MLG Anaheim, Season 2 playoffs, and then I think another... Can I talk about that?
No.
No?
Okay.
Okay, so yeah.
Pump the brakes on that.
No, you can talk about what you just said.
Well, yeah, just not
the
third one.
Yet.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so you guys have a lot of stuff coming up this summer. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this kind of tour that you've got going?
Okay, so we have two events coming up. We have MLG Anaheim, which is in the beginning of June.
Okay.
And then we have the Season 2 playoffs, which is shortly following that. Basically, before Anaheim, we were flying to Vegas for a couple of days to do some really, really cool stuff Turtle Wax is hooking it up. We're actually going out there and driving some exotic foreign cars. So
Sick.
Ferraris, Audi R8s, Lamborghinis. We're actually going to race those on a track. And then after that, we have a road trip to Anaheim, which is the tournament.
Okay.
And then after Anaheim, we're staying there for 3 extra days for E3, the video game convention.
Yes, I've heard of it.
So we're going to be, out on the road for about 2 weeks or so, doing a whole bunch of cool stuff.
Awesome. You mentioned Turtle Wax. What kind of car are you driving right now?
I drive a Ford Fusion right now.
Okay.
It's practical car. A lot of people are edging me on and egging me to get a new car, but just don't see the point because people. The thing with me is I'm very smart with my money, and the only things that would benefit me from a car would be to look cool going to get Chipotle and going to the gym.
Shout out Chipotle.
Yeah, shouts to Chipotle. That would literally be the only things that would come from me getting a new car. So I just don't see the investment in getting a new car yet.
You know what? We're a website for young adults. Spend your money wisely. Don't buy it. Don't spend it on stupid stuff.
Get a house before a car.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Thanks a lot for coming through, man, and showing us some helpful tips on how to win, or at least how to try to start winning.
Thank you for having me.
And it's not every day that we get world-class players teaching us how to move the sticks.
Yeah.
But you guys definitely got to check out OpTic Gaming this summer. They're going to be in Anaheim, and they're going to be hopefully winning. Best of luck to you.
Yes, hopefully doing that, trying to get the wins.
And the best way to keep in contact with them is checking out the content that they make presented by Turtle Wax. It starts in Anaheim, or it starts in Vegas, right?
Starts in Vegas.
And then you guys are going to be going out to Cali. Doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah,
Awesome, man.
it's going to be sick. Thank
Peace.
you. Peace.